Welcome to Reading English Aloud. This is Reading English Aloud practice. Talking to babies. New vocabulary words. Nouns. Number 1, voice, voice. Number 2, infant, infant. Number 3, contrast, contrast. Number 4, characteristic, characteristic. Number 5, survival, survival. Number 1, voice. Sounds made when speaking or singing. Number 2, infant. A baby or very young child. Number 3, contrast. Difference between two or more things. Number 4, characteristic. Quality. Number 5, survival. Continuing to live or exist. New vocabulary words. Verbs. Number 1, encourage, encourage. Number 2, expect, expect. Number 3, modify, modify. Number 4, make sense, make sense. Number 5, consider, consider. Number 1, encourage. To make someone more likely to do something. Number 2, expect. Think or believe something will happen. Number 3, modify. Change something, usually to make it better. Number 4, make sense. Easy to understand. Number 5, consider. To spend time thinking about something to make a decision. New vocabulary words. Adjectives and adverbs. Number 1, exaggerated, exaggerated. Number 2, debatable, debatable. Number 3, barely, barely. Number 4, hard-wired, hard-wired. Number 5, essential, essential. Number 1, exaggerated. Representing something as better or worse than it really is. Number 2, debatable. Open to discussion, open to question. Number 3, barely. Only just. Number 4, hardwired. Automatically thinking a certain way. Number 5, essential. Needed. Talking to babies. This is my photograph. I lived on Lantau Island in the Pui-o area, and there was the water buffalo herd that I used to go and visit all the time, and I loved it when they had their babies. All right, let's get to the article. Talking to babies. Kittens, puppies, even cute baby water buffalo. Whenever we see a baby, whether it is a human or animal, we tend to use a high-pitched voice when addressing it. Linguists refer to the vocalizations used to talk to babies as infant-directed speech or motherese. The characteristics of motherese include short phrases, simple grammar, swooping intonation, slower speech, higher pitch, and slow articulation of simple and exaggerated words. Researchers believe motherese is a useful way to speak to infants for encouraging language development by exaggerating sounds to show contrast between sounds and to hold a child's attention. It is debatable on whether it actually helps babies learn to talk, since not all cultures use this type of language when speaking to infants and babies, yet they are still able to learn complicated languages. For example, parents in a remote village in the Bolivian Amazon barely speak to their young children, and yet they still learn their native language. So why do we use this language with our pets? We understand that we are not encouraging language development in our pets. We don't expect animals to develop a rich vocabulary and to suddenly start forming sentences. According to researchers, we talk this way to our pets because we see them as not understanding our language. So we are modifying our speech the way we would to a young infant, an elderly person with limited hearing, or with a non-native speaker of our own language. Speaking to pets in a soothing voice makes sense since they are considered part of the family. But why would we talk to a baby water buffalo or a baby bear or even a baby alligator this way? According to evolutionary psychologists, humans are hardwired to nurture. To nurture something or someone means to care for them and protect them while they are growing. Nurturing is essential to our survival, so an overextension of our caregiving to non-humans is better than not being triggered to care at all. Whether you are cooing over a newborn human baby or excitedly telling a puppy he is a very good boy, our physiology is optimized to care. And these are my sources. Discussion questions. Why do parents spoil their children? And spoil means to harm someone by letting them do or have whatever they want. Why do parents spoil their children? What can adults learn from babies? Number 3. Do you think girls are more expensive to raise than boys? To raise means to take care of someone while they are growing up. Do you think girls are more expensive to raise than boys? Number 4, do you think your parents were good parents? And number 5, should a mother give up her job to stay home with her children? And just for fun, idioms about babies. Okay, number 1, child's play. Child's play. A simple and easy task, even a child could do it. My new camera is child's play. I learned how to use it in a couple of hours. New kid on the block. New to the company, team, or organization, and they don't know how everything should work. It feels like only yesterday when I was a new kid on the block at this company. Soft as a baby's bottom. Extremely smooth and soft with no flaws. This sweater is as soft as a baby's bottom. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Said aloud when one is hoping for good luck in a game of chance, especially before a dice roll. Let me roll a 7. Come on, baby needs a new pair of shoes. You might see this in movies where there are casinos or where people are playing card games or dice games. Baby fat. Body fat present in babies and young children that usually disappears as they grow older. The baby fat in his cheeks makes him look so young. Cry baby. A person who cries or complains a lot, especially for little reason. Jerry whines and complains whenever he doesn't get his own way. He's such a crybaby. That's the end of the article. Talking to babies. Thank you for reading English aloud with me.
That was easy.